Hi and welcome to Terry Travels and welcome to a very soggy and cold and bloody miserable Melbourne Naarm. Yeah, there's a lot of noise in the background and I'm standing in an alley full of graffiti, but I saw this through a driveway which is just behind me here and it's kind of cool, so I'm going to start the vlog here. I'm going to be showing weird little bits and pieces from around Melbourne as I know them, and some of them I'm going to serendipitously discover. But check this out. Check that. We got a French maid, which is not really a prime subject for graffiti in most places. We got a cheetah. Cheetahs sometimes go with French maids. We got this lady making a phone call after she just got out of the shower. We got this one of the two ladies having coffee, or the lady sitting at her mirror. And we got that at the end of the alleyway. Nobody knows this is here. I had to peek down an alleyway to find it, and if you look up there, lots and lots of tall buildings, but down here it's all cute artwork. And I bloody love it. It's the back of a Telstra building. But let's get out of here, go up the alleyway, and continue to see what we can find. It says "You are loved." That's kind of cool. Here we are, bluestone buildings, which are a hallmark of old Melbourne. Used to be a warehouse, but now it's run by lawyers because we're heading up near the law courts. More alleyways and an avenue. So yeah, it wasn't raining when I left home this morning, I can tell you, but it's raining now. It's miserable, and I'm keeping an eye on the Osmo. I don't want it to get wet because that would be a bad thing. And I'm going to put the lanyard around my wrist and just go for a bit of a wander, because I am actually heading to somewhere where there's a lustful, wanton angel here in Naarm. Might cross here and do a bit of an alleyway creep. Not as fond of main roads as I used to be. And I'm getting an earful of rain. Creep across because I'm naughty, and head down Healy's Lane. Nice dragon, I like that one. As I recall, there used to be a couple of nice lunchtime spots down here, and a juice place up the end here. I'm not getting one, I just finished an espresso. But you get some nice pork rolls and things around here. I love a good banh mi. There you go. Squid Games limited edition soju or chamberpool. That's why that's great branding. People don't realise it was actually a critique of capitalism, but there you go. Excuse me. I'm actually heading up toward the Queen Victoria Market. Not that the market's open today, because it ain't. But the angel I'm looking for is there. Raised pork hock. I could go that. I could totally go that. It's not lunchtime yet. Getting a lot of Korean barbecue joints up here now, which is great. But it's a demographic shift from the way it used to be. Now I'm going to cross back because there's something I want to look at. Aha, that explains it. Koreatown. I love those. I want them for my backyard. See, it says Koreatown, which explains all the Korean barbecue joints. I did not know. Across the road there, you've got the old Melbourne Mint. Okay, that's an indication across. And we're up near Flagstaff underground station. The former Royal Mint, 1872 to 1968, which is now the Hellenic Museum, because Victoria has a large Greek diaspora population. And there's the escutcheon of the mint, which is very pretty if you like colonialism. Over here, diagonally across the intersection there, is Flagstaff Gardens. And we're going to be going along the side of that to get to the market. But I'm going to turn off the camera just now because it's getting slightly soggy on top. And that's a bad thing. Yeah, it's really soggy today and cold. Neither of which I'm fond of. But we're heading down toward Queen Vic Market, and hopefully I can find it without resorting to Google Maps. More construction around here, which I think somewhere around here used to be the Celtic Club, but I'm not sure. Could be wrong, could be a block or two down, but we'll see. That's the problem with vlogging in the city. Traffic noise. We're coming up to a Beckett Street, and the rain's picking up, so I'm going to turn off the camera again. I just found the saddest graffiti I think I've ever seen in my life, and I'll show it to you. And Mick, you're a prick. So it says, Mick, are you for real? You said you wouldn't do this to me again. That's incredible and heartfelt, and I like it because the person got it out of their system. They expressed themselves even though they were in pain. It's all on this building site. Camera's going off again because it is still raining. Okay, it's a little bit. So I'm underneath an awning here. Over there is the south side of Queen Victoria Market, which was built on a graveyard, which was built on an Indigenous graveyard. So not the most salubrious of locations, but they do a great night market there. They do fruit, veg, meats, all sorts of things, some days during the week. Today is not one of those days because it's Monday, and Monday's not a market day. Here we go, I agree with this. No Nazis, never again. Jamais plus, to speak French for a moment. Never again. There's a whole bunch of posh apartments around here now, which didn't used to be the case. But one of them has a lusty female angel, which I love. There's also some more sculpture as well as the lusty angel. So I'm going to head down towards that and then see what else I can find, because I've got no plan for this vlog. I just decided I wanted to get out and do it. I'm going to sit down for a moment and have a chat. Yeah, I had no idea what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to come into the city. I didn't know it was going to rain. The trains were packed because of signal problems. And yeah, it's all over the place today. So if I'm a little off key, apart from anything else, that's probably my brand. But I'm off key partly because everything's gone a bit west today. And I'll turn this radio face me. But I do like getting out and about. I'm getting some steps in, which is great. And I want to get some ideas for the vlog. I'm going to go to the to the Astor. I'm going to go to the Astor again and see another movie soon with the Cinemaniacs, early October. So let me know whether you want me to do a little bit of a vlog on what it looks like at the only single screen antique cinema left in Melbourne, Naarm. Fantastic place. I will show it to you if you want me to, but just let me know. This is what we call a call to action. And on vlogs, you always give a call to action so you engage your audience. So I'm engaging you as an audience. But now I'm going to show you the thing I promised you, the horny angel. And I'm going to turn off the camera because it's still raining. And just before I get there, there is Queen Victoria Market over there. I'll do it on a market day one day for a vlog, but not today because I'm heading over to check out the angel. And there she is with a boob in one hand and a human skull in the other. And I'm going to get closer once the traffic lets me and give you a full-on view of the wanton angel. Which I love. Here we go. Check her out. Fantastic. You got to remember this is an older sculpture, so she has pubic hair. But a marvelous piece of artwork attached to this building, which I love. It's one of my favourite pieces of artwork in Melbourne, Naarm. And around the corner there's even more, but nothing quite so salacious as her. I think that's the thumbnail. But if we walk around the corner in the same building, there's more. Because I wouldn't just leave you with one thing. So if we go around here, and this is an apartment building with a bottle shop next to it, so it's perfect. And if we go here, it says Roma. And they've got a couple of mythological features here. And if you go down further, there's even more. Because of course there is. And the good thing is it's downhill. I think this is Atlas, I'm not sure. But it says Mondo, which I like. But there is a sculpture of Atlas, who is uncircumcised. And so you've got something for everybody. Straight people, gay people, lesbians. There's something for everyone in my sculpture tour today. And if we go down further, there's even more because there's a centaur. Because why the hell not? And there's your centaur. Fantastic artwork. I think all buildings should have sculptures on them. And these bronzes are fantastic. I love them. I would live here if I had the money and the inclination to be in a noisy place 24 hours a day. So there's your sculptures all around this building. And I love them. I think they're fantastic. You've got to remember my formative years were the 1970s, so human nudity, in media at least, was part of my upbringing. So we're heading down here. Which street are we on? Got no idea. I'll put it in a little tag down the bottom here. And we'll head down towards Elizabeth Street and see what else I can find. Because I haven't been down this way for a long time. And I don't know what's here in granular detail. So we'll do a little bit of that. Interesting too, because I'm walking past a whole bunch of people when I'm doing this vlog. And people are getting used to vloggers, and I like that. I like the fact that people aren't looking at me like I have three heads. You're just looking at me like, you're old for a vlogger, aren't you? And the answer is yes, but I don't give a fuck. So, yeah, lots of restaurants around here. There's a Chinatown night market down here, according to this sign. But it's not night time. But apparently there is one down there. And the cross street down here is Elizabeth Street, which goes right down to Flinders Street Station, which you've been to before because I took you there. So all cool. Lots of Airbnbs around here, you can tell because they've got all of the locks tied up to this stanchion here. I've used Airbnb in Sydney, and I had some really nice little units that we stayed at. But in general, I'm kind of going off them because I believe they're taking away from people who need homes and who need actual housing. And so I'm not as keen on them as I once was. Another alleyway full of graffiti. There's that one, which is cool. We're just adjusting the stabilizer thing. Hang on. You think by now I know how to use these bloody things. And there's a zombie boy up that one. When the city gets to a certain size, the dominant soundscape is ambulances and police cars doing their sirens. Slightly icky mattress. Have you noticed that? New York City, of course, is the worst example because it's 24/7 ambulances and police sirens and fire engines and stuff like that. And down here, let's go down here. Or is it up here? No, I'm going up here because I'm getting peckish. And I want a borek. And there's a cheap and cheerful borek place just up here before we get to the Jasper Hotel, which I've stayed at and I like. They've had science fiction adventures there a few times and it was real fun to be in this part of town. But yeah, this is Elizabeth Street. And the street we were on is Franklin Street, named after Sue and Reed Richards' kid in Fantastic Four. So let's go up here. Yeah, we have 7-Elevens too. In fact, there's one around the corner from my home. Sarawak Kitchen. I've actually eaten there with a bunch of friends and it's quite good food. But there's a place up here that does borek and gozalemi. I don't know if it's open, but if it is, I'm going to scram one because they're bloody good. And in this kind of weather, you want one. See, boreks, cheese and spinach, spicy lemon veggies, spicy potato and veggies, $6 each. So I'm going to get a borek and I'll see you in a sec. I got my spicy lemon vegetable borek, $6, great deal. Yeah, great, fantastic. Nice lot of spices, enough lamb, just the right bit of veggies. Fantastic. So if you happen to be down this way and you get a bit hungry, check out the Borek Bakehouse because you're going to get a decent feed cheaply. Now I'm going to eat the rest of this and then I'm going to go somewhere else and find something for you to look at. These guys any good? Purely by accident, I found the Hello Kitty Cafe here in Naarm. Look, they got a claw machine, they got takeaway, they got signage, and you can have yourself some Hello Kitty sugar of various kinds. Very cool if you're into Hello Kitty. I'm not. I'm more a One Punch Man kind of guy. But you can get a whole bunch of sweet things there. By the way, I forgot to say it. Welcome to Melbourne Central. And we're going to show you the glorious old shot tower where they used to make shot for muskets by dropping molten lead from the top of the tower into water. And it is up there. That's it. They've repurposed it as an R.M. Williams store, which is a clothing brand that actually pretends to be for everyday people, but isn't. They got a DJI shop here too, which I can't afford anything else from DJI. I've already done my lot with them, but I'm going to take a peek through the window at the DJI shop because I know they have new drones and things. But that's kind of cool. If anybody wants to buy me a drone, I'm more than happy to accept it graciously and with a lot of thanks. And by the way, this camera is a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and the microphone is a DJI Mic 2. So all good. Lots of other stuff around here. Have a look. Goes all the way up there. It's like Logan's Run if everybody in the Logan's Run world was gay. There's a big pocket watch up here. Lots of, they've got a JB Hi-Fi over there. Now the question is it one of the good JB Hi-Fis or is it one of the bad ones? The good ones have physical media. The bad ones have washing machines. So let's see what we can find out. If I can get past everyone. And look, the boo-boos and flowers, all good. How did I miss the JB Hi-Fi? Right past it. I'm slipping. But let's hope not in a terminal way. But I'm going to check this one out and just see what we got. Oh, lots of laptops I want but I can't afford. Including the ROG gaming laptops, which I love. I want a big curvy monitor, that's the other thing I want. For editing videos. Let's see. This is one of the good ones. Because it does have movies. So if you want to come into Melbourne Central, you've got the good JB Hi-Fi here. Lots of vinyl as well, but not too much movies. Some movies are a little bit thin on the ground. But we will see. Yeah, not a lot. But some is better than none. I'm drifting into the territory of my other YouTube channel. Well, you could probably do okay here. Only a little bit of anime, which is a shame, because anime around here rocks, but I'm not sure whether people still like physical media for anime or not. Lots of toys and merch. I know somebody who might like that Jack Skellington. Okay, let's get out of here and see what else I can find. Okay, let's see if I can get down to the train station, get a train to Southern Cross, and I can head home from there. Let's see what we've got downstairs.
I'm not sure.
It's quite busy at the moment because of school holidays. and the kids are woken up after playing Fortnite. Do people still play Fortnite? I don't know. But yeah, starting to get a little weary now, which of course comes with the birthdays. But I'm going to head down to the train station and get my way out of here. There's EB Games over there, where you can still buy physical copies of games, and they're always nice people there. EB Games and CEX are the two cool shops for me, where I can pick up things that I want at good prices. Now, where is my phone? It's in the wrong pocket, so I'm going to have to go like this and dig it out, and then bring the camera back up, because my phone has my card on it. My Mikey card, which lets me into the choo-choos. Oops, wrong one. I swiped the wrong one. Okay. Here we are in Melbourne Central Station. Heading down into the bowels of the earth. This is one of the grungier older stations. The new ones haven't opened yet, but I will be going to the new ones when they open and trying them out.
Stopping all stations to Hurstbridge. And always remember to touch on your Mikey at the start of your journey.
Okay, that's going the wrong way. Does it go to Southern Cross? Yeah, this one goes to Southern Cross. That's the one I want. So I'm just going to find a quiet corner and end this vlog with the train. Heading the wrong way. So that's it for this time around. A bit of a walk around Naarm. I had a good time. I've got a borek. It's not a bad day when you have a borek. So thanks a lot for watching. All the usual things: like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. You can also support the channel by becoming a patron at patreon.com/TerryTalksMovies. I'll see you in about a week, and in the meantime, travel well.
The night is a shadow, smooth and deep. The city hums low, its secrets keep.